Now, at 15 times the prices that were prevalent then, we import today 5 million liters of gasoline a day, 1,000 tons of liquefied petroleum gas a day to satisfy the population. And the prices are 15 times what it used to be before the sanctions. I'm not trying to justify policies or anything, but these are facts. These are data in front of us. I wish Iraq all success with the oil industry, but these are the facts. And during these 6 years, they promised multiple governments that we're going to increase the production, crude oil production. How do we do that? They said, we bring international oil companies to do this. International oil companies are not today operating in Iraq, not because of lack of will of the coalition forces or the Iraqi government, because of the security situation on the ground that prevented them coming, so they did not conclude any grants for that. Prior to the occupation, there was a committee called the Iraqi Oil Committee, met in the United States State Department, and to produce the plan to practically sell the Iraqi oil industries to international oil companies. The culmination of that plan was to produce an oil and gas law to govern this. They tried it 2 years ago, they could not succeed, they did not even send it to the parliament that we are saying it is an emerging democracy. They are even afraid of sending it to its own parliament to look into it. At the moment, there are, because the security situation has improved a bit, and because the companies, the international companies might come into Iraq, you see the race, you see the model. There is one accelerated plan on the table to be implemented by the Iraqis. There is a long-term service contracts to be concluded with international oil companies on the table, what is called the first and the second bidding round. And there is the Barham Saleh crowd advocating full opening of the Iraqi oil industry to production sharing type of investment. The three forms of contracts cover the same fields. Can you see the model? Now is the real fight starting between the people who are controlling Iraq today about the division of the cake of the Iraqi oil industry, simply because it may be feasible that the international oil companies might come into Iraq. I am not against international oil companies. I grew up within the ranks of the Iraqi Petroleum Company, the IPC. I was sent on a scholarship to Britain on an IPC scholarship to study in Britain. I am not against that. But what I am against is that Iraq political situation is not fully settled. Iraqi functions are outside the political process. There is the de-Ba'athification law segregating against a lot of people. Half the army is sacked without pension. Therefore, we should not commit ourselves, Iraq, never commit itself to 25 years contracts under the present circumstances. Let us do short-term contracts. Let us rebuild our refineries. Let us buy equipment, but not 25 years contract until there is a revision of the Constitution, which we were promised 4 years ago. There is a national reconciliation that we were promised for years. And unless there is a consensus that who is ruling us represent our adequate majority. Thank you very much.